Hi guys, Steve Girardi here. Welcome to Steve Strings. Today I have another unboxing video for you. Today we'll be looking at the Aklot 5-string tenor ukulele. I got the box right here from Amazon, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's go ahead and get this open. All right, so you can see here in the box that it came in this sort of now somewhat typical Aklot bag, but I see it has some other things in it that are in the box, so let's go over those first, shall we? The first thing I see that comes in the box is this rather sturdy shoulder strap. It also has a few guitar picks. It also has an extra set of Aquila strings. It also has an Allen wrench to go with the truss rod. So let's go ahead and look at the gig bag. This gig bag is a very thick, sturdy, sort of like a canvas or cordura material. You can see that it has a pretty good sized pocket here in the front that bellows to be able to get all your accessories in there. Another thing I particularly like is this little loop it has in the back so you can hang it on a hook. It has two shoulder straps. It also has this very well padded handle which is well placed to give a good balance to the instrument. It has these fairly sturdy zippers on it, and it does open all the way, which I like because it's easier to access your instrument. The padding here is probably 10 or 12 millimeters or so. It also has this fairly sturdy material so that the tuning machines don't sort of rub through this softer padding material. So let's go ahead and get out of the bag. Okay, and for the big reveal, again, this has the sort of typical Aklot rounded, sort of three-pointed headstock that you've seen on other Aklot instruments. All right. You can see it does have the 5 tuning machines for the 5-string instrument. It also has the Aklot logo that is laser etched into the headstock, along with this flying or rising dove. All right. This fretboard, I believe, is rosewood, and I'm trying to see if it's, yes, it is. It is a bound fretboard, and I believe that the bridge is also rosewood, and if I'm not mistaken, the nut and saddle are both bone. I'll have to check the nomenclature and see. You can see this does have position markers on the face of the fretboard, as well as position markers that are marked here on the side. This does have a joint here at the heel, but with the stain it has, or the finish, it's hard to see. And the same thing here on the headstock. There's a scarf joint there, but again, the veneer or the mahogany on the headstock makes it not visible. This does come with 2 strap buttons, which is good since it comes with a shoulder strap. And if you've seen some of my other reviews, I have reviewed a tenor mahogany instrument from Aklot before. It was the acoustic electric version. And that one had a solid mahogany top, as does this one. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That is definitely a solid mahogany top, though I believe the sides and back are a laminate. Like the other Aklot mahogany instruments I've seen, this has a nice rounded edge all the way around. So when you play this, this is very, very comfortable. Again, this mahogany has a nice dark color to it with a bit of a stripe. So it's not really fancy, but it's a nice grain pattern. And here on the front of it, you can see the rosette is a laser etched rosette Again, it's not blingy. It's fairly subtle, but it's nice. From looking at the nomenclature on the label inside, it's the AKT 2605. AKT 2605. Also from looking at this, like the other instruments, not only does it have the mahogany veneer on the headstock, it also has a very fine cap of mahogany that matches the body here on the heel as well. So that's kind of a nice little point there. From looking inside, at first glance, I can see it is very neat and tidy with no glue squeeze out. All right. All the braces are tucked underneath the kerfing, and you may see that it does have notched kerfing on the inside and the typical traditional braces you see. But unlike a lot of tenor instruments, this one does have a truss rod, which is really quite nice. And from looking at this, I see it has a nice straight neck, no twists, no bows, and the fret edges are smooth. There's no scraping or scratching at all. All right, so I'll go ahead and bring this up to pitch, and we'll see what it sounds like. I've just brought this instrument up to pitch, and while I was doing that, I went ahead and looked over the whole instrument, and I should say that from looking this over at first glance, I saw no finish issues, no scratches, no pulling and finish. It looked good all the way around. So let's go ahead and hear what this sounds like finger-picked. Has some nice sustain. Sounds good. Good sustain. Sounds good. Again, like the other Aklot mahogany instruments I have, it has a fairly warm tone. It's probably not quite as punchy as the concert version of the 4-string that I have, but this has a nice sound to it. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and play this for the next week or so, and then I'll come back and I'll give you a full review. But based upon my first impressions, and I should say it's biased by my previous experience with similar Aklots, this looks like it's a pretty nice instrument. Again, with that extra string, it gives a different sound than just a 4-string one, which I'm really beginning to enjoy. If you've already seen this instrument or had a chance to play it, I'd love to hear your thoughts or your opinions or your experience with this instrument. If you played some other 5-string instruments, I'd like to hear what you think about this one or how it compares to those others that you've seen. Thanks for watching.